wreaths and things. Hey, I am back. I know I've been gone for a couple of days, about a week now, but I am back to do some wreaths with you guys. Today I figured we'd do a fall wreath because that's exactly the season we're in right now. And I had these flowers sitting around, but what really got my attention was I had this ribbon. And when I look at this ribbon, I immediately think about fall. And I had this ribbon in my ribbon stash, and I was like, you know what can I do with this ribbon? So what I did was I made a bow, and then I looked at my flowers, and look what I found. The perfect flowers to go with this ribbon. Fits perfectly. So then I looked around, and I said, you know what? I have this welcome scarecrow sign. Not sure if I want to use it, but I pulled it out anyway because it goes perfectly with the ribbon. As you can see, it has the burgundy and the yellows and the greens in it. I mean, and then it screams fall, of course. Scarecrow? Come on now. That's nothing but fall. So I pulled the sign out, said, okay, we may do something with that. The ribbon actually came from the at-home store. I had this ribbon, though, for, I think I brought it last year. I'm not sure. I may have brought it the year before, and I just had it sitting around. But if you're looking to see if you can find this ribbon, I got it at the at-home store, and this is the package it came in, the spool that it came on. These are the florals that I'm going to use today. I got a little bit of greenery. I'm going to put some greenery in it. Of course, I have more in the back if I need to go get some. But I think I just want to use just a little bit of greenery. Once we put it together, I'll decide whether I need more or not. These flowers, look at them. Perfect. Perfect. Look at that. Perfect. It's got the burgundy to go with the ribbon. Look at this. I mean, it just matches this ribbon just so good. Once I saw these flowers, I knew exactly what I wanted to use. So I'm going to use those flowers, and then these are some accents that I'm going to use. I had these also in my stash. And ladies and gentlemen, go through your stash. I know you have some flowers just sitting around you haven't done anything with. Go through your flowers. Don't go buy anything new if you don't need to. Look at this. It matches perfectly with these flowers. And it matches perfectly with the bow. You can't go wrong with that. And I've had these flowers. I've used some of them for another floral wreath that I did, or fall wreath that I did. Don't have to be floral, but I know I've used these before and I love them. They're perfect for accents. Then I remember I had these as well. Like I said, look in your stash. You'll see some stuff that you forgot that you had. I had these, and I know I've had these. I didn't buy these this year at all, so I know these are from last year. So these are perfect for fillers. You can stick in your wreath and just fill it up and make it look really, really good. And of course, you know, all of that screams fall. Fall, fall, fall. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to put this fall wreath together. So while I'm cleaning up my table, I want y'all to go get that grapevine. Go ahead and get that grapevine that you have in the corner on the floor. Go ahead and get your florals. And if you want to do a Christmas wreath, go get those Christmas florals. It's fine. We can do anything you like. Even if you want to do a spring wreath or a summer wreath, you're still into that, go get your summer wreaths, your spring wreaths, your florals, and let's do it together. Let's make this wreath together. I don't want to be the only one making the wreath, so go ahead and get your stuff. Meet me back here. I'm going to clean up my area so we can get started. And when you come on, ladies and gentlemen, let me know who you are. Let me know where you're checking in from. I'm going to put my florals right here at the top. Let me know if you do any wreaths, what kind of wreaths you do. Alright, so we got our grapevine here. So you go and you purchase a grapevine. You can get grapevines from Walmart, Joann's, Hobby Lobby. You can order them online, whatever you choose to do. When your grapevines get in, remember you always got to look at them and check them out. This grapevine right here has a defect right here. And it also had a defect right here where you see I put some brown Chanel stems, right? You see that? And the reason why I did that is because a lot of the branches was falling out. So a lot of the branches was sticking out like this. So to hold it in, I just took some brown Chanel stems, twisted it around really tight to hold it back in. But you know we're going to concentrate on this defect right here. And this is where our bow is going to go. So look at your grapevine wreath, see where there's a bad spot, and if there is a bad spot, where is that? And then that's where you put your bow, or that's where you concentrate your, either we could turn it around, and this can be where you put your sign. Whichever way you want to do. There's always a way. Don't think because you get a grapevine and it's the stems are sticking out, the branches are not quite even. You can always work around it. Do not throw them away because you can always use them. So you can use it. You can put a sign on it. You can put the bow on it. You can put the florals around it. I'm going to use this defect as where I want to put my bow. So I'm going to twist this back around. Also, you know, run your hand over your wreath. Because some of these got some little sharp points. I had to cut off some end pieces. So make sure you do that as well. I'm going to go ahead and cut this little piece here. I just ran my hand over it. So you just run your hand over it. You see some little branches that's sticking out. But you just want to make sure it doesn't hurt your customer, right? So you're feeling around, see if anything sticks you. I've done most of this already, so it should be good to go. Also, you want to get the flattest part of your grapevine to the bottom because you want that to be on the door. You don't want to put it on the door and it's wonky, right? So you want to make sure you find the flattest part that's on your table. That's going to be on the back. That's what's going to be on your customer's door. Even though we're going to cover this with felt, we still want to have the flattest parts at the back. So we're feeling around. Everything seems to be good. Now I went ahead and made my flower already, and I've attached my chenille stems on the back. These are chenille stems or pipe cleaners, whatever you want to call them. And like I said, we're going to use this little defect area right here is where we're going to put our bow at. So that's going to be covered. So we're going to stick that right in there. And what's so good about this is that the space is so large, I don't even need my little helping hand right here. Remember I told you about this little sewing needle that they have out. You can stick your chenille stem through and then stick it through your grapevine. That helps you get the chenille stem through much easier. But I'm not even going to need that right now. So we got both of our chenille stems through. It's a great spot. So now I'll turn it over. I'm going to show you how it looks. This is how it looks going through the back. And we're going to give it a good twist. I like to twist it a couple of times, and then I cut off the excess with your little wire cutters right there, and then I tuck it under. Remember, we're going to cover this whole back. This whole back is going to be covered with felt. Matter of fact, I can go ahead and cut these pieces off and twist that around some more and cut these pieces off here over to the side, and we can just lay these pieces down, push them down in, because we're going to cover this back with some brown felt. You don't need to see me do that. I just laid this on some felt and I made two lines, the outside and the inside, and then I just cut it out, put the felt on, glue the felt on the back, and your back is covered. So let's turn this around. Let's wipe our table off just a little bit. Know when you're dealing with grapevines, your table is going to get messy. That's just all in dealing with grapevines, and that's perfectly fine. You just take some, wipe your table off. You don't have to do it a couple of times while you're working. Or if it doesn't bother you, you don't have to do it at all till you get to the end. So we got our bow here. Let's just give it a little fluff because we laid it down when we was fixing the back. And like I said, I just love, when I saw this bow, I just loved it. And what I did with the tails, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you can tell, that I have them at different lengths, because I don't know whether I'm going to bring some tails up here. I haven't decided yet. I'm still thinking about it, but I just want to show you the versatility. You can have some tails come up here, you can have some tails hanging in the middle, then you can have the longer tails at the bottom. You see how that looks? You can be as versatile as you want with these grapevines. It's just up to you, however you want to do it. Let's put the sign up here, because I may or may not use it. It all depends. So far, this is what we have. And like I said, I haven't decided what I'm going to do with these tails yet. Not yet. I'm wanting to see what the florals look like, and then once the florals talk to me, and I know that's weird, flowers don't talk, but the beauty of it lets you know which area you need to go in when it comes to your tails, right? So we have this here. I'm really liking that, thinking I want to put some tails across the top, and you just put the tails where you want it. Remember, you tell the bow where you want it to go. And it's got wire in it, so the bow will go anywhere you place it. Now look at that, it looks perfect. Got the tails over here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to roll these tails under just to get them out the way. So how you do that is you just take the end of it and you just tuck them under. You just tuck them under. And you don't have to do anything tight right now, because I may take them loose and do some little designs with them inside the florals. I don't know yet, but for right now, as we putting the florals in, we just move them out of the way a little bit. And then we just go to the other side and do the same thing. So remember, you can do this with any style that you want. You don't have to just do florals, okay? Don't have to just do florals. I mean, fall florals, that's what I mean. But you can do it with any florals you want. So like I said, if you still have spring and summer, and you still have those florals sitting around, you can still make a wreath. It's fine. You can still have that on your door. It's fine. So it's whatever you want to do. Got one more piece after this, and we're not doing anything tight. We're just rolling it under. And this also is a way where you do your spirals. This is the one where you take it out and you make it spirally if you want to do it that style. So know if you ever want to do a bow that way, this is how you do it. You just tuck it under, you let it sit for a little bit. And the longer you let it sit, the tighter those little spiral curls will be. So now we have our grapevine. This is what we want. This is how I want it. I want my bow here. I was thinking about putting my bow in the center, but then I said I don't think I would like that. I kind of like the 11 o'clock look. So I put it at my 11 o'clock. So I'm going to go and get my greeneries. I'm going to cut them. And I'm going to cut them barely. They don't need to be too long. Just, you know, cut them whatever length you think they need to be. I want a little length, but not too much. So, and then remember, these greenery pieces, they move up and down on the stem. So you push them up and then you cut them off, and then you just cut your stems off. It'll be fine. I'm just going down to the bottom. If I have to cut more off, I'll cut it off. And that was 2 of those stems, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, I got these stems from Michael's. So those stems came from Michael's. So what I'm going to do with this greenery is I'm just going to, I have my glue skillet over here. I'll pull it over a little bit so you can see it, but it's kind of hot. There go my glue skillet. You know, I love this thing, glue skillet, especially when I'm dealing with florals, because all you do is dip your florals in and you put it on your grapevine. This over here. Remember, this is very hot, so you do not want to touch the round rim of this at all. This part right here is even warm. You do not want to touch this black rim because it is extremely hot, so make sure you're very careful with that, especially if you got kids around. Make sure you are very mindful where your kids are when you're dealing with this. Okay, we're just going to dip and we're going to stick. That's all we're going to do. Dip and stick. That's it. It don't have to be perfect. Remember, this is grapevines, and what you do on one side, you just do on the other. And that's what I'm doing. You do on one side, you do on the other. And you want, I like personally, you know, depending on how you like it, I don't like my floors to lay flat to the grapevine. I like them to come up a little bit. I like my grapevines to have some dimension, especially when it's florals. So I let them stick up a little bit. And remember, these are on wires, so you can tell them where you want it to go. And you just space it out. Space it out where you want it. I'm just going up and down vertically. That's all I'm doing. And I just want this green to give it just a little color. It's going to need just a little color. And that's what I'm doing. Giving it a little color all around the grapevine. Like I said, this is the fun part, ladies and gentlemen. You just put it where you want it. There's no rhyme or reason. Wherever you think it looks nice at, it's up to you. There's no code, there's no pattern. You know, it's just, hey, you put it where you want it to be. And that's it. Put it right where you want it to be. You're going to have these glue strands all over the place. That's going to be throughout your whole project. So you don't have to be OCD like me and clean it up while you're doing it. You don't. That's just me, ladies. That's just me. Excuse my OCD when it comes to me doing my grapevines. So what did y'all people do today? Today is Sunday. Did you go to church? Did you go shopping? You getting ready for work tomorrow? What are you guys up to? I got up this morning. I had myself a very healthy breakfast because I'm trying to just get healthier. So I'm trying to eat healthier. So I had me a pretty healthy egg white this morning, which was really, really good. I really enjoyed. And then I cleaned up a little bit. After I do this, I gotta go and I gotta clean up some more because there's some more stuff. But I wanted to come on with you guys and do a wreath. So I wanted to make sure I came on to do a wreath with you guys before I finish cleaning up for the day. So let me know what you guys are doing today. I'm just going to stick these, fill in some other little spots in here that I see, and maybe I can fill in a little bit because it's going to be florals in there. But I just want a little bit more greenery. Alright, that's all for this greenery. Now look at it. Look at it already. It's filling up. It's filling up. I can move this out the way. It's always good to have a garbage can nearby. So I don't know what I want to do. These first or the florals? I think I want to stick these in. No, let's do florals first. Let's do some florals. And once again, these leaves pick up on these florals. So you can push the leaves up and then you can start cutting it with your wire cutter. And you just pick where you want to cut it at. Like I said, remember, this is no rhyme or reason. It's whatever you want to do. I think I'm also going to put some of this greenery in the bow itself. What do you guys think? You guys think that would be a great idea? I think it may be. We're going to see. We're going to see. So we're just going to take them. And I like to bend them. I give them like a little bend. So you see it's like a little curve. So when it goes in, the flower sits up. And remember, if you don't do it, once you get it in, once you get your flowers in, you can always bend them up. So don't worry about it if you don't do it in the beginning. Remember, your flowers is on wires. So you can always put them where you want them. And it could look scarce right now. Remember, you can always fill it in with more. Like right now, we're just in the beginning. But as you play around it and you go around with it, then you'll be able to put your flowers, more flowers in, more fillers in. Like I told you in the beginning, I have more flowers in the back. So we put those 3 on this side. We're going to put 3 on the other side. And I kind of like to even it out. Make sure I even out my flowers. It don't have to be exact. Remember, it does not have to be exact at all. Flowers do not grow exact in the wild at all. So it does not have to be exact. So what is everybody's plans for the rest of the day? Hope everybody's doing well. And as you come on, make sure you say hi. Let me know you're watching. Let me know you're watching. Alright. Let's put some more in. Like I said, you can pull these up and down. The leaves up and down. I got glue strands everywhere. Glue strands everywhere. It's starting to look really, really good. Oh my goodness. Already. And I'm just OCD with the glue strands there, ladies and gentlemen. Just don't pay me no mind. Don't pay me no mind. But I'm just sticking them in, spacing them out, sticking them in, because we still got some of these to go, and we also still have these to go in. So remember, we still got more flowers to go. So don't play with Katrina. That don't look good. It's going to fill in. Trust me. Trust me. Let's do this one. Blue strands all over the place. Blue strands drive me crazy. And I kind of wanted to go to about right here, because if we do put the sign on, we could do something on a corner, you know, like that, if we decide to put the sign on. Not sure if I'm going to use the sign. The sign does look kind of cute though, but we'll decide once we finish with all the florals whether we're going to use our little scarecrow guy here. I think it looks really good because he brings out the burgundy, and I really want to bring out that burgundy color. So I don't know, it's looking pretty good. What do you guys think? Hey, when you come and let me know, you want to use the sign or you like it by itself? Let me know. I'll let you guys decide. I will definitely let you guys decide that. You want me to use the sign or no? Pull that up a little bit, give it a little dip in some glue, and there you go. We have another one here. We can go ahead and cut that one up. Let me pull up some leaves. Pull the leaves up some. And you see how it's getting full? Look how it's getting full. I am really excited about the event that's coming up, the Riverfest, that's going to be in Canton at Etowah Park, September 25th and 26th is where I'm going to be showcasing my reefs, ladies and gentlemen. So you guys need to come out. That way you get to see, feel, and touch my reefs in person. You get to pick them up and really look at them and see, hey, are they worth it? Yeah, come and check me out. I want you guys to come and see my reefs. And there's going to be plenty of other vendors there too. But I definitely want you guys to come out and see my reefs, so you can look at them in person and you can see them, and definitely come out and meet me. Say hello. Let me know you watch my videos. Let me know you check in, you chime in. But I am really, really excited about that. That's going to definitely be a fun time. I think we want to put this here. Now, right now at this point, I'm kind of trying to figure out my color, how I have it. I kind of got it spaced out a little bit. And you can do this or you not do this. This is just clear. It's up to the individual. You decide how you want your flowers on your wreath. And I'm just kind of spacing them out. I told you how I want it to be, how far down I want the flowers to be. So I'm just kind of spacing them out where I want the flowers to be. So that's all I'm doing. Here, right here at the bottom, and then we start filling them in up at the top. Because I told you I just want this little bit of space here at the bottom for if we put our sign in, right? We'll just have that little cute little space at the bottom, and it fits there perfectly. So then let's start filling this in. We can actually cut these a little shorter. Just fill them in. We want to put this, we'll put a yellow one right here at the top here. That little space right there, little empty space, we got to fill that spot up right there. So when you look at your wreath, you start looking at where's the little empty spot that I can put a flower in. Little spot right in here that we can put a flower in. There you go, and that spot is no longer empty. And there you go. Remember, we got some more to put in. So We can cut some of these down. Oh yeah, this is gonna be way too long. Uh-oh. And if that happens, let me show you what happens if that happens. If you push your leaf too far, you knock off the whole thing. You just push it back down in there. Okay, gotta find the right side. And sometimes it'll work and sometimes it won't. Don't worry about it. You push that leaf back down and then you just push your flower right back on that. And you can put a little dab of glue on that if you like, just to make sure, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to use a little piece here and just put a little dab of glue. That way that flower won't come off again. Put it all around the base of that right there. And then make sure that glue won't come off. Make sure that flower won't come off again. And we're going to cut that a little shorter. Stick that right down in here, right in that middle part right there. So remember, we got some brown Chanel stems over there we need to cover. So we're going to stick this one right down in here because we love that burgundy. We want to bring that burgundy out as much as possible. And we're going to stick that flower over here like this. For some reason my little flower is going to come off. I will be going back in and tacking these back in. There you go. And cut this off. It's too long. Over here on the side. Back side. Remember, these are on wires, so you can kind of move them where you want them. Alright, we'll put another red on this side. We got plenty of red on this side. Like I said, it don't have to match because flowers don't grow and single file orders and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, on a flower form, but other than that, in the wilderness, no. Everything is sporadic, very wild. And that's how you want your floral arrangement to look. I'm going to put one right here in this middle. Right here in this middle, and then let's see, I think I want to put a little floral like right here in the middle. Put like a little floral that's going to be right here in the middle. Just put a little pop of color right there. We can put some more later on because I think I'm going to put some in this bow. This bow is just gorgeous, so we're just going to have to put some in that bow. I've been working all week, ladies and gentlemen. I know I haven't been with you guys like I should have been every other day, but I had some custom orders I need to hurry up and get out so I can start concentrating on this roof that's coming up September 25th and 26th. So I had to work on those custom orders that I had to get out. I'm working on one right now that's kind of giving me a hard time because it keeps giving me the wrong size stuff that I ordered. So I'm fighting with that right now, trying to get that finished. But I know I wanted to come on with you guys, let you guys know I didn't forget about you. So what do you guys think so far? Look at that. Oh my goodness, that's gorgeous. Let me put another red like right there. I think we need something like right there. And then we can put this like right, let's see, right in here or right over there. We got other stuff we can fill in, but we'll find a spot for it. We will find a spot for it. So when you come on, ladies and gentlemen, say hello. Let me know where you're checking in from. Definitely want to hear from you. Inside, on that inside, yeah, liking that. Glue strands all over the place. Oh my goodness, my OCD is driving me crazy right now. last work week, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, now I'm thinking about it. Oh, it felt like it lasted 2 weeks and it was just a week. It was so draining. I don't know why, but it was really draining last week. Last week work week was really, really draining. It seemed like it was extremely hard for like no reason. I don't know. That's the way it seemed to me. So what do you guys think so far? This is just with a little bit of greenery. Little bit of greenery. And 2 bushels of flowers. That's all we use so far. What do you think? You think it looks great? I think it looks great. I think it's coming out great. And in actuality, if you really like to see a lot of your grapevine, you can stop right here if you like. You could. You could stop right here if you like. But you know I'm not. But you could stop right here. You could add your sign if you wanted to. Put your scarecrow guy in here, and there you go. You have your welcome. And the little leaves on it just goes perfect. I just think this, I don't know, it's growing on me. I may just use this. I wasn't planning on using it, but you want to know what? It's extremely growing on me. That's just really, really cute. Look at that. You hang it on your door like that. You have the little welcome, little tilt on the welcome. I don't know. I may go with that, ladies and gentlemen. I really like that. Okay. All right. Let's see what else we're gonna do. Let's put some of these up here. You know me, I'm a little extra. You know I'm going to put a little extra on. And once again, I think these came from Michael's, I think they did. So, I'm surprised. I normally get a lot of my florals from Hobby Lobby, but I think when I went into Michael's, I was like really surprised and I bought some at Michael's. Push some of the leaves up so I can cut off some stem. I don't really make the stems that long because these have height to them. Now we can cut it down if we need to cut it down. Here we go. I put them. I like to have mine just in the middle. I don't know why. So I know what I'm using at the time. I'm trying to think. Should I use these for the center? Well, I think I'm gonna use. I can cut it down small if I wanted to stick them in there, but I'm gonna wait and see. I'm gonna try to fill up this middle a little bit more color. Let's put some color at this top here. Do the same on the other side. I'm using these ones that's got the little yellow and orange berries on the top. Stick those through. So I got another one. So I'm gonna do one on this side and one on this side. Like I said, you use it how you want to. I'm just giving you a guide of what I'm doing, but you make it the way you want to. It don't have to be this way. You can put it in any which way you want to put it in. It's all up to you. So don't forget, when y'all come in, let me know that you're watching. I love to say hello to you guys. Remember, we have another one over here, really another like 1 a couple extra pieces, so we still have some to fill in. Down here at this end here, put it in here at this end. And remember, you want it to have a little height. Well, at least I like my florals to have a little height, so they come off the door. These are not going to be florals. Most of my florals that I do are not florals that's meant to go between your storm door and your front door, because they have a height that's at least 5 inches to 6 inches, if not more, the way I put my florals on. So if you want to make yourself a floral one that fits for your neighbor or friend, a floral one that has to go in between their storm door, you're gonna have to lay them down a lot flatter. Okay, going some more here on the side. Put one right in here. Let's see where this is going. Just want to go right in here. Or should I do it on the outside? I think we need something here on the outside. I'm going to try to put that in on the outside. Let's see if I can find a spot. I think that's where that's going to go, right there. And sometimes you have to do a dry fit to find the spot where it's going. And you do that dry fit. And there you go. And at the end, you're just going to have to get off all the glue strands that's all over the place. Now we're going to go on the opposite side. See what's going on the opposite side. I'm really excited about this. Being at the Riverfest this year. Really excited. I can't wait. It's just like a month away now, so it's great. Can't wait to meet you guys. Say hello. Put a face to the beautiful names that check in with me every time I go live. Oh, and you're probably going to get the chance to meet my other half, because he's more likely going to be there. And I have other family that's going to be there helping me out. So we meet some of my quirky family members. And hopefully my grandson, one of my grandchildren will be there. So you'll be able to see one of the babies. I have 3 now, so you'll be able to see one of the babies. So I'm deciding where I want to put this piece. Even though there's more over here, I'm trying to make sure I fill it in really, really good. I think we're going to go right in here, though. Or maybe we'll put the flower there. Let's see. Let's dry fit that in and see if we like that. I like it. We can put that there. And you have to move some of your stems out the way as you stick it in, because you don't want to get glue all on your flowers. So you just, what they call parting the sea. You just part the pieces, the leaves, all out your way. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? It's starting to look really, really good. Oh my goodness. And I think with that sign, look at the sign. I think that's it. That's just, I think I'm going to use the sign. I didn't think I wanted to, but I'm really liking that sign now. It just makes the burgundy and these flowers just pop, and the ribbon pop, and that's what I want. And it screams fall, like Scarecrow. I mean, you could think of nothing else before when you see Scarecrow. You just can't. So I'm really liking that. The florals just brings it all out. Alright, we got some more stuff to put in before we put the sign on, and I gotta figure out how I want to do that. So we can cut some more of these. Matter of fact, let's put some of these in. Let's work in some of these. These I know I definitely got at Michael's. So if you're looking for some of these, I know what I had brought these last year at Michael's. So more than likely they have. Oh, this is another one that stem that was off, so we can stick this somewhere. More than likely they have these again because these are pretty popular. So I'm looking at my grapevine. I'm trying to find an empty spot, which probably will be right in here because I have some little, when I'm looking here, spots on these little insides. Put it right there on that little inside. So we need the color. It's a brown, the Chanel stem right there. We need to make sure we cover that up. There we go. I'm going to put another one on that inside. Let's go ahead and put another one on that inside over here. Let's see. It's this one right here. There you go. What do you guys think? Ooh, I'm loving it. Loving it. Alright, I'm going to stick some of these in there. I think I'm going to stick some of these in there, but I'm going to stick some of these all around. These come with like a little round tube around it to hold them together, or some tape. You just pull that off, and when you do that, they separate. That's all you got to do to these. And a lot of times you can just pull that off, but it's stuck to it. Make sure you pull the sticker off. And then you have your individual pieces. And these are always good for height. You want to do a little height, but we're going to cut some of these, some of this length off we don't need. We're going to go around on the inside some, stick some right there. Underneath the bow right there. Remember, we're going to have those tails. So we're going to go right underneath the bow here. It's on a wire, so you can bring it out. Blue strings drive me crazy. Alright. This is a double one, and we're going to take this one to the outside. It's a double one, needs a little bit more height. So we're going to pull that one to the outside. Like I said, we want the flowers to look like they're just growing wild out of the grapevine. Nothing too uniform. A little piece off this one. So we did some yellow, now we're going to do some of that burnt orange. Make sure we get all the tape off. Alright. This piece goes here. There we go. I'm actually going to put a little bit of glue there and cut some of these off. Cut the stems off. You don't need them that long. Alright, so we put something right here. You can see that little empty spot back up in here. Take this, stick it right down in that empty spot. side. We want to go over here to that empty spot. Have to dry fit that in because that looks real tight. So you may have to dry fit that in. Make sure to go in. Somebody's got to fight them to get them to go in. But eventually they listen. They go in. Here you go. Got all my little strands. No OCD with it. I'm sorry. I just am. You don't have to be that way. This one, I think we're going to put this one right on the inside here. Right above. Flower. Go in here. We need to move up some more to go there. Oh, I want something else right there. For some reason I just don't, I'm not feeling that right there. So we'll take it down here. See if we see a spot for it down here. Yep. And that's what you do, ladies and gentlemen. Just see if you like it. See if you like it. If it's not something you like, then move it somewhere else. So sometimes you have to do a dry fit, and it's fine. Get over a little bit. Now you want to come in with some of the yellow. Stick that in. Remember, we still have some more of these. We still have some of these on the table, but look how it looks. Look how it looks. I think it looks very organic, very wild, and I like that. I really like that. Got an empty spot with a flower, so we gotta fill something out right there in that little spot. Cut the paper off. Hope everybody's enjoying this. So when you get a chance to watch this video, make sure you comment. Let me know who you are. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know how you like it. Let me know if you want to see me do more of these. I'm going to start working on some Christmas stuff. I got some Christmas stuff upstairs set out for me to start working on. Got to get some of that together. Start working on some Christmas things. And right now, all we're doing is just filling in little empty spots. That's all we're doing. Anything that looks empty, little empty spot, we're just filling them in. Filling them in. That's it. We know we want to keep this area clear because that's where the sign is going to go. Let's see. I think I want to have something right up in here where this bow is. It looks kind of bare to me. So we want to go right up on the top. Because when you're hanging it on the door, and right now you see it from the top, I'm going to put something right in here. I'm going to lift that bow up a little bit. And we're going to put something like, let's do a dry fit. We're going to put something right up in that top. Right up in that top area. That's what I want to do. I'm going to put something right up in there. I'm going to bring it back up. You guys can see where I'm putting it at. Right up in that top area. And then when you lay the bow down, see how it just looks really good? See? Looks good. Alright, let's see where else we want to put some of these at. Have a spot right in here that we can go. And you can stop anytime you want to. You don't have to do as much as I'm doing. If you know me by now, you watch my videos, you know I'm a little extra. You know I always like to do extra. That's just me. But you do not. This wreath is beautiful as is. You really do not have to add anything else. You don't even have to put the sign that I have out. You don't. Only if you want to. But it's absolutely gorgeous right now. Absolutely gorgeous. Wow. I'm really loving it. I love fall colors anyway, so this is really speaking to me. This is a little branch that came out. I'm just going to stick it back in there. Put a little glue on it, stick it back in there to be fine. Pull off some of these glue strands so I can see my wreath better. So I don't know if you can see it, but the glue strands are everywhere. Alright. Let's see. Do we need anything else? Maybe something right here. I'm not sure. Do you see any like empty spots? You guys let me know. You see an empty spot, let me know. Tell me where it is. Tell me where the empty spot is. Where do I need to be looking? I think we need to have something like right here maybe. Alright, so let's get this one right here. Let's put a little something right in these little empty spots that I'm seeing. Pardon the seed, make sure you pull it apart so glue don't get all over the place. But you got that little area right there that was look like a little hole. A little area right here that look like it's a little hole. So we're gonna put something there. And this is all we're doing. We're just filling up little holes right now. That's it. This wreath is done. It is done. You don't have to put the sign. We're going to put a sign, but you don't have to put a sign. But it's actually done. I'm just extra, so I'm just adding this stuff in. I don't have to. This is really done. That's a greenery in. It's looking gorgeous. You pick up your flowers. Like I said, I tilt mine upwards because when you're hanging it on the door, imagine the table as the door. You want to see the flowers coming to you. You don't want to see the sides of the flowers. You want to see the front of the flowers. So you want your flowers, some tilted a little away, but most of them tilting towards you where you can see them, especially when you walk up to your door, your neighbors coming up to the door, they see the beautiful flowers facing them. So you want to give them like a little tilt where they're looking forward. Some of them can be looking a little tilted to the right or the left, which is great because that's organic. You want it to look like it's a wild garden on your door. And what I'm doing right here now is just straighten up a little bit. So I want you guys, hey, come on and let me know what you think so far. Do you think I need to put the sign up there? You think I need it? I really like how it looked though. I really like how it looked. I'm just cleaning up my area a little bit. I'm just a little OCD like that. You don't have to do that because of course, you know, it's still dirty. But I'm liking the way this looks. Now let's pull out some tails. Let's see how these tails are. We have that tail. We have this tail, which is really long and voluptuous. This one in the middle. Uh-oh. I got some glue on my ribbon. That's why I was trying to tuck it away. Keep that from happening, but it happens sometimes. Wash my glue pot a little bit. When you have it hanging on your door, it this fall will be beautiful. Just picture that on your door. With the ribbon just draping down off the door. Of course the ribbon will be fluffed better. You know, I have to hang it up right now. I'm fluffing it, laying it down on the table so you guys can see it better than me. But then that's it. Oh my goodness. That's gorgeous right there. It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. I think I see a little spot though as I'm messing around with it. And this is just my OCD. It's not you guys. way I may just add another floral. And what I'm going to do with these ends also, ladies and gentlemen, I tuck them in really quick just to get them out the way so I can start with you guys. I don't want to keep you on too much longer. But these ends right here, they look so much better when you cut them at a slant. Okay? So you just want to go in and just untwist them and then just cut it on the slant. They also lay better and they curl when they're like that too. When they're cut on that slant. Take it. You don't have to untwist the whole way. Cut it on that slant and you just recurl it. Remember, you tuck this under, you know, you keep it tucked under until you want to have it on your door, and the longer you have these ends tucked in the neck curl, and you curl it under, the tighter these curls are going to be. And you know, once you have it on your door for a while, they may start hanging. So what you do is you just recurl them overnight, put a little pin in them, or just recurl them and tuck them on under these flowers, and then in the morning when you leave, you just pull them out and those curls will be right back. Remember, this ribbon is on wired ribbon, so it'll take its shape back once you curl them back. So just know that. Some people are, oh, it's going to go flat, what if the curls go out? It's okay. It is definitely okay. I think I may want to add one or two of these into, a couple of these into the actual bow itself. I'm looking at it, and I think I want to add some of these in the bow. What you guys think? I think I want to add some of these into the bow. Let's just do a dry fit. Let's see how it looks. But just know this wreath is done. Right now we're just adding accents to the wreath. The wreath itself is done. It's a gorgeous wreath. Put a little bit of little floral in here. Matter of fact, we're going to cut that a little shorter. You want it to be closer in. That in like this. And of course I'm working from the bottom of the table so you guys can see florals, the design better than me. So once I hang it up and really look at it, then I can really see where I need everything. But I like that. I like the floral in the bow. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put a couple of pieces in that. And this is the sign, and you want to know what? I'm going to use this sign. I sure am. And what I'm going to do is I will get a Chanel stem. I will get a Chanel stem. I will attach this to this grapevine. And that is your wreath, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that right there. Let me get rid of some of my dirt from around it so you can see it. This is the best view for it. What do you guys think? I think it came out great. That's it right there. This is your Scarecrow Welcome Fall Wreath. I didn't know I was going to use this on. I didn't think I would like it, but you want to know what? I like it. Let me put it the way I want it. Let's see. I want the bow to be at 11. We put this welcome sign right here with a little tilt to it, not too much, but just a little. Have the florals come out on the sides. Look at that. And I'm going to attach this sign to it, so just know it'll be staple. I'll probably put 1, 2, 3 attachments on the back, either wire or Chanel stem. Stick it through the grapevine, twist it on, and it'll be perfect. It'll be very stable. It won't be wobbly like you see it right now because it's not attached. So thank you guys for watching. I'm glad you tuned in with me. Whenever you watch the video, please give me a like, share, follow. If you watch me on Facebook, please like, share, follow. If you're watching me on YouTube, please subscribe, share. Always comment on my page, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know if you really like it. Let me know where you're watching me from. Let me know if you want to see me do more wreaths like this, or you ready for me to put on some Christmas decorations. I'll do that for you guys. I'm also on Pinterest and I'm also on TikTok as well. So if you follow me on Facebook and YouTube, I would really appreciate if you go over to my TikTok and follow me there as well. I'm going to start putting on shorter videos on TikTok, so you can see that real soon. I'm not real tech savvy, so I'm learning how to do that, but I will get to it soon. So like I say all the time at the end of my videos, until we meet again, please be safe. Bye.